wonder what happened.
Pointing down to his right leg. This is what happens. Right here. How can he possibly continue? Walk it up. Noticeably limping.
He might have pulled his calf or tore his calf. It does look a little swollen.
Yeah, something happened.
If the fighter can't continue, that's it.
I had something like that happen a few weeks ago. I was walking, and then in the crib, and then all of a sudden, like, you ever had like a Charlie horse before, or feel like the muscle in like either your calf or like your hamstring is like rolling up and curling? Like the way he just, like, you know, maybe a spasm or something. I'm like, and the thing is, he's probably gonna be cool later on. Anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. It is 1 minute 59 seconds left in round number 5, and I fell asleep last night, so I already knew that the fight was going to end in the 5th round, and I'm guessing, since this is my first time seeing it, that this is how it ends. Oleksandr Gvozdyk is 17-0 with 14 KOs, WBC 175-pound champion, after knocking out Adonis Stevenson with that tragic, and Adonis Stevenson ended up with that tragic brain injury. Just to give you an update on Adonis Stevenson, there's been some photos that's been coming out. He is doing good. They just waved the fight off. He's eating, talking, walking. We don't know to what extent. We don't know the real extent of, hopefully, you know, the damages that was not done, you know, and hopefully he will have a full recovery. And trust me, recovering from a coma is not an easy task. Once again, I've been there. So he's defended his title, and I got a chance to go to the weigh-in. Damn, he is on the ground. Damn, he is hurting. And he was doing this for his family. Damn, this is some sad shit, man.
Right there, he's got some tape.
Body to give out on him.
His right hamstring. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Listen, we hope the best for Ngumbu.
Damn.
As basic a principle of the sport as there is.
Yes.
You have to continue fighting.
You have to. If you look at his right leg right there, he's got some tape by his hamstring, his right hamstring. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Listen, we hope the best for Ngumbu.
God damn, that's sad as shit.
A good and spirited effort, but the result's the result. A TKO win for Alex Gvozdyk. Bernardo will be on top of it to figure.
Body gave out on him. His body failed him. Damn.
But obviously, an injured fighter who can't continue is a TKO victim. End of story.
Damn, that's some sad shit. You know, I've seen him fight before. This is the second loss. He once got stopped by Najib Mohammedi, who fought Kovalev about a few years ago or so. Fights with Igor Mikhalkin, who also fought Kovalev. And basically, you know, he was getting a title shot in what was supposed to be a showcase fight for Oleksandr Gvozdyk, where a lot of people predicted he was going to lose, and he was looking like, you know, he was losing every round. But still, it's hurtful to see a fighter go out like that when their body just give out on him, especially with his backstory, you know, of how much he had to go through to get over here. I mean, to get this fight, or just to be in boxing in general. So, moving on, the 175-pound division looks like this. You got Oleksandr Gvozdyk, who we just saw right here, is the WBC 175-pound champion. You got Dmitry Bivol, who defeated Joe Smith, but he did show that he can take a punch after getting rocked later on in that fight. And I like Dmitry Bivol. Let me tell you, right now, to me, he's the most charismatic. Well, Kovalev depends on how you define charisma. Kovalev got charisma, but it's like that awkward, unintentional charisma where he says shit that he shouldn't be saying, or the way he, you know, like, he's known, if that makes sense, or known enough. Dmitry Bivol, I like his honesty. I like how he's really, really trying to learn the English language, or how he's embracing the English language. I like how he's saying, hey, listen, I can go down to 168. You know, I can stay at 175, but he wants the big fights. You know, very, very good with broken English on a microphone. Damn, we didn't listen in. We got to listen in.
I'm not coming up with that one, Jess.
We're going to take a short break, and then we will sum it up and hear from Gvozdyk. Stay with us.
So what I was saying is he he's over on the zone. So politically, that fight would be difficult to make. See, I don't know what his if he has a long-term contract with fighting on Matchroom cards with Eddie Hearn. But if that's not the case, if he can fight on the zone or ESPN, then, you know, this 175-pound division doesn't have politics that are stopping them all from unifying. Artur Beterbiev is now over on Top Rank. He's taking on, what's this guy's name? Oh, man, I'm going to butcher it. Rade Voya Kozak. May the 4th. Same day as Canelo versus Canelo versus Jacobs, of all things. German and Cajas is on that card. Crazy, right? They booked that the same day, but whatever. Taking place in Cali, but whatever. Hey, you know, I'm sure they're going to work something out to make sure that that card's over before Canelo versus Jacobs is over. Also, what else? Sergey Kovalev, his mandatory is Anthony Yarde. We don't know what he's going to do. Take note that Sergey Kovalev, who beat, I got to change this. Sergey Kovalev, who beat Eliodor Alvarez. Alvarez is supposed to be taking on Jesse Hart sometime in June. I talked to Jesse Hart at the weigh-in. Sometime in, I think he said June, the beginning of June or late June. Because originally they were talking about putting Alvarez versus Hart on the undercard of Fury versus Schwartz. But now it's looking like he's going to get his own card. Sullivan Barrera is still looking for a fight. Marcus Brown is going to be interested in what he's going to do, especially since he beat the hell out of Doudou Ngumbu. And as you can see, he's ranked high. Likely, wait, he's one of these mandatories. I believe he's the WBA mandatory, correct? Or is he Gvozdyk's mandatory? I'm not sure. If not yet, he will likely be. And then as you can see, it's not really that deep going on down unless you know, what's Doudou Ngumbu going to do. But at 175, he's kind of restricted to get a title unless, God forbid, they try to make him and Marcus Brown 2 versus for the WBA world. And you know the WBA would try to do some shit like that to bring that belt back. Because as you can see, right now there's only one champion, thank God, for the WBA at 168 pounds, and that's Dimitri Bivol, and it should stay that way. Also, you got Chris Eubank Jr. No, Chris Eubank Jr. We're talking about 175. I'm tripping. That's 168. I'm tripping. It's early. 7:32 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday, March the 31st, 2019. I fell asleep on the Kovalev card, like round number 8 or something like that. So I'm, you know, covering these fights now. And you know, you got up and coming guys like Joshua Buatsi, you know, who, you know, I think he should fight a guy like maybe Dominic Bozo, you know, Jean Pascal if he's still out there over in the UK. You know, you got Caleb Johnson out there. And Anthony Yarde. We're going to have to wait and see what he's going to do if he's going to take the Kovalev fight, because a lot of people feel he won't. But it's like, where's he going to get his title shot from? Got to take that title shot, man. Also could have had to Atlantic City. Somebody asked me about that. I forgot exactly who. So let me pause the video for a little bit, and we'll come back and listen to Oleksandr Gvozdyk's post-fight interview and see what he wants next. TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.
And Kevin, we look forward to that. It's time for our switch moment, brought to you by Boost Mobile. And here's how the championship fight ends. As Ngumbu was backing away, and all of a sudden he suffers a lower leg injury that's been reported by Bernardo, and he was unable to continue after they assessed it and gave him time to do so. There was no accidental foul. There was nothing of the sort.
Damn, he's still on the ground.
Continue. So a TKO victory for the nail.
He is hurting.
Alex Gvozdyk. Bernardo.
Thank you, Joe. Alex, the knockout was maybe expected by many people. The way it happened, not so much. What did you think about the way the fight ended?
You know, it's definitely didn't happen what I was expecting. Probably it wasn't what fan expected, but
Jesse Hart in the ring with him.
It just happened, you know.
He said he was going to get in the ring.
And I think it was just the beginning of the fight. You know, I was thinking to start accelerating a little bit later.
Ooh.
But, you know, I don't know what happened.
I love
actually.
it.
It sometimes happens, and, you know, it just happens. It is what it is, you know.
You're a champion in a very talented weight class. Bivol, Kovalev. Who do you want next?
He said he was the monkey wrench.
Well, now I want to see my family take a little rest, you know, and then we're going to speak with my promoters, my manager, my trainer, and we'll figure out. I can't tell you right now, but my goal is unify titles, and, you know, like, I'm not picking my opponents, and I'm going to wait what they're going to tell me to do next.
Thank you very much. Alexander, we send it up to Max Kellerman.
Ooh, look at Jesse in the ring.
Now, you know, guys, I have seen something like this before. I remember I think it was 1991. Roberto Duran was a fat old guy by that time, fighting a guy named Irish Pat Lawler. Broke his hand or something on what looked to be like a body shot. It wasn't clear. And the ref...
Okay, so basically, Jesse Hart was saying this, that he goes on to fight Alvarez. The winner of him and Alvarez goes on to fight Gvozdyk. And then the winner of that goes on to fight the winner of Kovalev versus Yarde. Then the winner of that goes on to fight Artur Beterbiev to unify the 175-pound division. Then they'll have to see what Dmitry Bivol is going to do if he stays up there. So technically right now, oh shit, let me turn this off. Fucking Guillermo Top Rank. Shit, copyright my channel. So they have their a little bit of an unofficial 175-pound tournament going on that now involves Jesse Hart, who's now at 175, and Gilberto Ramirez, who's testing the waters at 175 against Tommy Carpentier on the undercard of Loma versus Crolla, while he's still keeping his WBO 168-pound title. And Billy Joe Saunders is fighting Shifat Isufi for the WBO 168-pound interim title. So if Gilberto Ramirez decides to stay at 168 pounds, then after beating Carpentier, if he beats Carpentier and wants to go back down, then he'll have to fight the winner of Billy Joe and Shifat. Or if he goes up to 175 pounds, then he'll be the next WBO mandatory after Anthony Yarde. Or he can go another route wherever they rank him. They can even try to make him go after the WBA if they want to. So 175 pounds has some politics in it, but it's not deep where, like, we're going to see a unified champion at 175 by the end of 2019. Definitely by, like, March of next year or this time next year, 2019. Or all three belt, if everything goes to plan and nobody, you know, get booked, Kovalev. Shit. Anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Please subscribe.